Are you ready to become more productive? Are you ready to have more free time? Fantastic, because in this video, you're going to start delegating by finding people who will do what you don't like to do, what you're not good at, or what just takes too much of your time. Now, if you think that you cannot afford delegating, think again. By the end of this video, you're going to have a very clear delegation plan. What do you need to delegate? Who are you going to delegate it to? How many hours it's going to save you? And especially, what are you going to do productively with all those hours that you saved? So this is going to be a working video, which means you need to do some work. So you'll need a pen and paper and preferably the printout of the PDF that the link is in the description below this video. So if you need a moment to go organize yourself, pause the video, go get those. I will wait. Got it? Wonderful. During the previous video in this Breakthrough to Success program, you made yourself a list of all those toxic tasks. Those are the tasks and activities that you regularly do, but you really dislike doing them, or that you're not good at them, or that they just takes too much of your time and you would be happy to delegate them if you could, right? Now, let's take a little bit of a pause here and just think. Let's say that you're a professional, just as an example, and you're making $80, 80 euros, 80 pounds, whatever it is per hour, okay, for your professional work. And let's say that you find a kid in the neighborhood that will cut the grass for you or run some errands or clean your car, whatever it is, for $10 or pounds or euros per hour, okay? So right now, whenever you delegate one of those tasks to this kid in the neighborhood, you give him or her something to do. But what happens is that you just saved yourself the time, you saved yourself the effort to do that, and you potentially created for yourself 70 euros, dollars, or pounds profits, potentially, if you will do something productive in this time, right? So if 1 hour seems like not a big deal, well, just take it over a year. Multiply that 1 hour per week. So it's 52 hours a year that you just saved yourself, that you can do something else in that time. And you saved yourself the effort of 52 hours. But more than that, you just saved yourself potentially $3,640, pounds, or euros. This is major, right? Now, what you're going to do during this video is you're going to create for yourself a delegation plan, and you will plan how to delegate each task once and completely, so you never have to delegate the task again every single time that it appears. Ready? Let's go for it. So before we start, you need your commitment. I'm going to give you a moment to just go inside and commit to give yourself 100% in the coming exercise. Just do it now. Wonderful. And now let me know in the comment box below that you're committed to give 100% of yourself. Do it now. All right, so let's start with tasks that needs to be delegated. So right now I'm going to give you a little bit of time to make a list of all those toxic tasks that you have. Those are tasks that you really, really don't like doing, or those are tasks that you're not good at, or tasks that just takes too much of your time. For example, I really hate cleaning. Anything. I hate cleaning the house, I hate cleaning the car, I hate cleaning the aquarium. So from the moment that I left my parents' house and had my own place, I delegated that work, any cleaning work, to somebody else, for example, okay? And on the other hand, I don't have a problem doing all the marketing automation, from emails and funnels and autoresponders and all kind of stuff like that. It's just that it's not best use of my time. I don't have a specific calendar and it takes too much time of my time, so I prefer to delegate that to somebody else. All right? Another thing is bookkeeping. I know how important it is to do a good bookkeeping, but I'm really, really bad at that. So instead of me spending a lot of time and effort and frustration doing that and getting, making probably some costly mistakes, I prefer to delegate that to a professional, somebody that actually knows what he's doing and is good at that. Clear? So I'm going to give you 90 seconds right now to make a list of all those toxic tasks. If you need more time, just pause the video. Take your time. Go. All right, so how could you afford to delegate? I hear that from a lot of people. They say, I would love to delegate, but I just can't afford that. If that's you, I want you to reconsider that. Because if that's a toxic task, you can't afford not to delegate it. A toxic task costs you too much time, too much energy, too much effort, and most of the time it will cost you your joy and your happiness. But it's more than that. If you could use the time and the energy and the effort that you're saving by not doing that toxic task, by delegating to somebody else to do something productive with that, something that generates income for you, you're actually going to make an income, right? But in any way, there are many, many creative ways where you can actually delegate your toxic tasks to somebody else and it won't cost you money. For example, just for example, first one is get an apprentice. Get someone that needs to get some professional experience and get him into your business doing the tasks you don't want to do, and he will do that, or she will do that in return for mentorship, maybe for return for feedback, return for a letter of recommendation, whatever it is. That's one way. Another way is get volunteers. We for years were having volunteers coming over. They would get a bed and a meal, which doesn't cost us a lot of money, and they will work in the house, in the garden, in our business. We did it for years with dozens of volunteers. You can barter. You can give an hour or 2 hours of your expertise, your brilliance, to someone in return for them doing something that you don't want to do or that you can't do. So, exchange your services for an accountancy services. For example, this is barter. It doesn't save you necessarily time, but it saves you the hassle, the effort, the energy, etc. Or you can share the workload between a few people. For example, years ago when our daughter was in school, we used to drive her back and forth to school every single day. It would take about 40-45 minutes each way just to put her to school. And after a couple of years, we found out a group of other parents, and we agreed that each one of us will take just one day, all the kids, back and forth to school. And what happens is that we had to do that once a week and saved ourselves 4 to 5 hours every single week. Okay? Another way to do delegation without costing you money. All right, but let's move on. And now let's take a look at delegating to whom. So take 90 seconds to write down next to each one of those toxic tasks, who are you going to delegate it to? Go. Great. So now let's take a look at how many hours are you going to gain because of delegation. So go over your list again of your toxic tasks and just notice how many hours are you going to save for each one of those tasks if you delegate it. You have 90 seconds for it, starting now. Are you excited to save so many hours in your life? Do you like it? Wonderful, then click the like button so I know that you're actually liking what you're doing. So click the like button, I'm gonna wait. 1, 2, 3. Wonderful, and now let's go to the even more important part, is what are you going to do with all those hours that you're going to save? So you're going to go over your list again, have a look on all those hours that you're saving and just write down next to it, what are you going to do productively in this time? So it's not a time right now to go and waste. It's time that you can use in order to grow your business, improve your relationship, improve yourself, whatever it is. Write down next to each one of the toxic tasks, what are you going to do right now with the time that you saved? You have 90 seconds for that, starting now. Wonderful. Happy? You should be. So give the like if you didn't give it before. And now just commit. When are you going to delegate it? So you go over each one of those tasks and just write down next to it when, the date, when are you going to delegate it? You have 90 seconds for that, starting now. Wonderful. Now, close your eyes. We're going to do a little visualization. This is important, so close your eyes. Nothing dangerous is going to happen. Close your eyes and take a deep breath in. Take a deep breath in and out. Take another deep breath in and out. And take another deep breath in. Hold it. And let go quickly. And just relax. And now take a look a little bit into the future. A couple of weeks, maybe a couple of months. And visualize how your life would change for the better as a result of you delegating. all those toxic tasks. Notice how much more alive you are, how much more joy and happiness you experience. Notice how it improves your results. Notice how it improves your relationships. Take a moment to just notice what following this delegation plan you just planned have transformed your life for the better. And when you're ready, take a deep breath in, and on the breath out, take a deep breath in, and on the breath out, and open your eyes. Great. And now take 1 minute and write down for yourself how your life has changed as a result of you following your own delegation plan. Take 1 minute for that right now. Great. And now take 1 minute and let me know in the comment box below what was your biggest takeaway from this lesson and what is your commitment to implement that insight. I'm going to give you 1 minute for that right now. Wow, you did it. You're a superhero. And right now your life is going to change forever. So now it's up to you. The next video in the program is right here. And until we meet again, live fully, stay awesome. From Nisandeh.